I'm here in Heathrow Airport. We're on our way home. We're starting our trek back to Australia from London. But I've witnessed one of the oddest anti-white discriminations I've ever seen. I'm here with my adoptive mum.
Yeah, I feel very violated. We were going through the checking through this and this, and I had to take off my jacket. No, I don't want to take my jacket off. I spent hours getting undressed, doing this, putting my bag through.
Yep, but if everyone has to do it, then that's okay.
Fine. However,
but what happened?
I turn around and I look behind me, and there are 3 ladies wearing full face veils.
Full burqas, head to toe.
Head to toe. Don't have to do anything. They walk straight through.
And you had to go through that. You had to go through that machine.
The scanner.
You had to take your jacket off.
To take my jacket off. When I said I don't want to take my jacket off, I want to keep covered. No, I'm sorry, you can't stay with your jacket on.
And now then,
I actually think it's disgusting. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's discrimination.
There's two rules. There's one for white people, and another set of rules for anyone of a certain peaceful religion.
This is not discrimination. He's doing what his job description asks him to do. That's to be a professional agitator. Who's really going to believe white people are being discriminated against at airports? It's not going to be myself. It's going to be somebody extremely gullible. That's Avi's target audience. This is why he doesn't get much traction amongst intelligent people or halfway intelligent people. Just to address Jacketgate, the Cardiff Airport website talks about their screening process. Which I assume is similar, if not identical, to Heathrow's. It specifically mentions fleeces, jackets, coats, and thick sweaters, which have to be removed before screening, before going through the metal detectors, before walking through them. Those items of clothing would be screened via the tray. It's not discrimination, it's just airport rules. This lady even mentioned the explanation they gave to her. It fits in with those regulations that you can read on the Cardiff Airport's website, which again would be similar to Heathrow's. There's no problem here. It's due to the thickness of her jacket. That jacket that she's wearing is quite thick.
When I questioned this, and I said, I don't want to take my jacket off, why are these ladies allowed to keep their...
What did you answer?
That their clothing is thinner than mine, and therefore it's all good. They can walk through in thin...
And I pushed it, and he kind of just rolled his eyes. The fact is, so this is what happened. We walk through security check. Here they're pretty full on, but that's okay. I support checking security. But there was a different set of rules for here. A obvious white an
dude.
Anglo woman that is probably 99% chance doesn't pose any risk.
The reason why these alleged burqa-clad ladies weren't asked to remove their clothing is because of the thickness of the material that they were wearing. If they were wearing a jacket like the lady, they would have been asked to remove it. It's as simple as that. But the burqa material is the same thickness as the material of a regular t-shirt. If Avi really wants them to take off their burqas, just like a jacket or coat, then he'd have to remove his t-shirt and trousers because the material is exactly the same. I don't really get Avi. He says he supports checking for security, but he's going off on one just because this lady's being asked to remove a thick jacket. You'd think he would be in support of this. Regardless of what colour that person is, he should be supporting that if he's truly into security. Avi says there's 2 rules, one for quote-unquote white people and one for people of a certain religion, quote-unquote peaceful religion as he describes it. This is not true. There's a 2-tiered system, but it's not against white people. Muslim names are profiled by security. Thus Muslims experience a greater deal of checks. So Avi's talking about a two-tiered system. There is a two-tiered system in place. It's the one that he wants. But he just wants further checks and suspicion around people of Muslim appearance. And he's happy to be part of that. As somebody who's an Arab Jew, he's happy to go through that process, which could just really be words. I just want to talk about this diversity issue, because he separates white people from people of the Muslim religion. This is a misnomer, it's a misunderstanding on his part. The Islamic faith carries a great deal of diversity, where people of every hue, every skin colour can be Muslims. So this lady could have been a Muslim in the eyes of the security. Avi just needs to learn a little bit more about Muslim people.
Keep us safe, then you need to profile people. And I'm happy to be profiled. I've said that time and time again. I look like I fit the profile. Stop me. But if you're going to make her take her jacket off, then you've got to check the people with the full face coverings.
I just want to go on to his advocation of profiling, racial profiling really, because he's happy to be profiled as an Arab Jew based on his appearance. If he's truly for racial profiling of people of faiths or backgrounds which have been implicated in attacks, then he would be for Sikhs to be profiled because of what happened in the 80s, specifically Air India Flight 182. Or what about profiling Irish people, considering the attacks of the IRA? Or how about people of Basque origin due to ETA? Or lastly, and perhaps most relevant to Avi's video here, how about white American and British males due to the number of lone wolf characters caught by security services over the last few years? Would he be interested in calling for these people to be racially profiled? I'd be interested to know.
I've just turned on my phone and I've seen that last video we did from the airport is resonating with a lot of people. I think especially a lot of Anglo Brits are saying, yeah, we experience that all the time and it's normal. And we shouldn't normalise that. That should not be normal. We need people to actually discuss these issues.
Avi says he got loads of messages from people substantiating his theory of white discrimination at Heathrow Airport, or even airports in general. Do you really think that's true? I don't really think that's true. Perhaps some folks are trolling him. Perhaps some people were just making things up to add to his wild propaganda to help make his video go viral. Or perhaps they don't understand that being asked to remove a coat or a jacket is simply part of airport procedure. Heathrow's or Cardiff airports or whichever airport. Whatever the case, let's just start seeing people like Avi being held to account for things they say. There are ramifications with respect to these videos of agitation, professional agitation. There are people who live in echo chambers in Facebook groups and other social media groups where they believe this type of stuff. As they live in their own echo chambers, this type of material is reinforced by other speculation, other rumour mongering and storytelling, where you end up with somebody who's completely devoid of a perspective based on reality. These are the people who'll be sharing his material and possibly giving him some cash.
So share it around, keep sharing it around. Let the world know what's going on.